The name of this piece is Black History is World History. So realize when I say black, I mean everybody. Right? Okay? Because if you know anything about history, we all came from the same place. Well, maybe not the same woman, but the same place. So this is a piece called Black History is World History. I can remember watching a YouTube video where Sidney Poitier was being interviewed by a reporter. In this interview, Mr. Poitier expressed his position on why he felt Black History Month was not necessary. I turned on the computer that night, with highlights of the interview still playing in my head. I attempted to go to sleep, but couldn't. I tossed and turned and tossed, to eventually sleep found me. And that night, in my room, I too had a dream. I had a dream that one day, a little black boy from an all-black school approached his teacher and said, "In my world history textbook, I don't see me." The teacher had a puzzled look on his face, and the child repeated his question, just in case the teacher didn't hear it the first time. He said, "In my world history textbook, I don't see me." The teacher still looked puzzled, then reached out and took the textbook from the child's hand and replied, "Because you're looking in the wrong book." The teacher then pulled out the American history book, turned to chapter 2 on Black history, and as the child flipped through the pages and read from slavery to civil rights, he was amazed. He reached the end of the short chapter, which ended on page 28. The boy looked up at the teacher. The teacher, sensing the boy's question, said, "I don't know what else to tell you." While I agree with Mr. Poitier's position that one's history cannot be condensed into 1 month, I also believe, because of that dream I had that night, no matter the day, no matter the time of month, no matter the time of year, the history must be told. Black history is connected not only to American history, but world history. This statement isn't made to suggest better than, but equal to. Not just equal to in humanity, but in capacity, in capability, and in shared history. And to this point, had that teacher known and understand the depths of that boy's question, he would have taken the world history book from off the shelf, taking that little black boy on an inspirational journey. There, he would have seen that on page 1 of chapter 1, in the birthplace of civilization, a fruitful place, a magical place that the world would come to know as the motherland, Africa. Then the teacher could have told that young boy, "Welcome home, I see you, and there you are." Had that teacher known, he would have continued the journey up north along the Nile River, where a prehistoric people, the Kemet Empire reigned. It was here where astrology was first practiced, where a black nation was first realized, and where God was promised. The boy would stand in amazement to a civilization that gave rise to the Great Pyramids, Cleopatra, and a man who proclaimed, "Let my people go." The teacher could profess with conviction to that young black boy, "I see you, there you are." Oh, I wish that teacher would have known. He would have turned to the chapters on the Roman Empire, the Greeks, and the Spaniards, and he would have seen how black and brown people of the ancient Ghanaian Empire laid the foundation and built the roads on which those later empires would follow. He could say with pride and assurance to that black boy, "I see you, there you are, and there you are." Still, I dream on. I dreamed that a young black girl asked her grandmother, "What can I be when I grow up?" The grandmother went on to explain that this is a man's world. There are limits, I'll stop here. You see, Black History Month is not just about reminding Black people about what was. It's a shining thread of hope, a bookmark in world history that serves to remind the world, this country, and yes, Black people, what is possible. So, don't stop there. Tell that young girl that she can become poetic like Maya Angelou, run for president like Shirley Chisholm, write like Ida B. Wells, fight for justice like Fannie Lou Hamer, or serve on the Supreme Court like Sonia Sotomayor. And if she still don't understand, and if he still doesn't understand, if they don't understand, don't stop there. Maybe they'll understand through the sounds of music. So play a little Louisiana jazz, Nat King Cole, Louis Armstrong, and Billie Holiday. Let them groove to the Motown sounds of Smokey Robinson, Marvin Gaye, and the Supreme. Play the melodic sounds of Prince, Michael Jackson, Luther Vandross, and Nina Simone. Fill their spirits with the great gospel of Mahalia Jackson, Thomas Dorsey, Shirley Caesar, and Yolanda Adams. But don't stop there. Maybe they need a mantra to light a fire in their belly. We'll fuel that fire with we shall overcome. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Tell them about the dream. No justice, no peace. Make them say loud, I'm Black.
And I'm proud.
Give them the audacity to hope and watch them shout, yes we can. But you mustn't stop there. Let them know that Black is beautiful. Let them know that we come from a universal people with land, history, and culture. Let them know we come this far not only by faith, but by innovating and creating, leading, loving, accepting, peace, and forgiveness. By marching down the aisles of great colleges and universities. By marching from Selma to Montgomery for freedom's cause. From marching from apartheid in South Africa to the polls to elect the 44th president, Barack Obama. Let them know that their presence is enough because they stand on the shoulders of history, and wherever they show up, history repeats itself. So dare them to show up at work. Dare them to show up at home. Dare them to show up at school. Dare them to show up in their communities. Dare them to show up in all that they do. Yes, have pride and celebrate in February. But know that your history, our history, wasn't made in 1 month. It took a lifetime. So I see you. Here I am. There you are. Here we are. Thank you so much.